There are many lists out there that give you the best cars for under $5,000. But what about the worst ones? Whether they're unreliable, hideous, or dangerous, there are some cars that you shouldn't touch even if you have a 10-foot pole. Although, if you do have a 10-foot pole, you probably don't need a car to get a ride. Have you considered giving up on life, wanting a car that's like a tin can with 4 wheels and has as much power as a Makita drill? I've got the perfect one for you, the Pontiac G3. Now, having actually tested the G3, I can confirm that it accelerates faster coasting downhill than it does full throttle on flat ground. It sounds like a lawnmower. Actually, no, that is a compliment for what it would sound like. It has won awards, however. Check out what these guys have to say about it. Forbes, worst made car on the road. Consumer Reports, worst in overall safety. Yeah, baby. If Optimus Prime had a significantly less cool brother, that people always wondered how it was possible they came from the same family, that would be the Dodge Nitro. Now, I'm not saying I personally can design a better car, because I probably can't, but I would have loved to be on the board. I'm picturing something like the American Idol judges that got to decide whether the final design was good enough. And imagine saying something like, "Yeah, dog, it looks like shit." It gets worse though. Consumer Reports gave it a poor reliability score and worst in overall rating. Vehicle Virgins gives it a 10 out of 10, however, in making sure you remain a virgin. The winner of "This car looks badass, but I now hate myself" award goes to the P38 Range Rover. It looks really cool, like you're a successful drug dealer or something of that nature, especially if you get it in black. But whether you like it or not, about 3 minutes after purchasing the P38 Range Rover, you will join Stance Nation. That is because the air suspension is a ticking time bomb. All of a sudden, the ride will feel like a bag of bricks. It will slam down to the road like it's on airbags, which technically it no longer is, and it'll cost you $2 to $3 grand to fix. If that was all the issues there were, we might be in business. Unfortunately, this girl has deep down emotional problems to the tune of a $4,000 transmission that's likely to go at any time. Rest in peace to your wallet. The AMC Gremlin sounds almost as creepy as it looks. The fact that it was released on April Fool's Day in 1970 makes me wonder if the whole thing was a joke, and part of the car is. The handling is absolutely horrible, and the rear window that you can open up often breaks off when you're operating it. Honestly, the only thing more creepy than hearing somebody say, "Come into my van," is hearing them say, "Come into my Gremlin." This car gets more hate than any other on the internet, other than maybe the Prius, although that's typically what happens when you crossbreed an insect with a block of balsa wood. Yes, I'm talking about the Pontiac Aztek. The funny part is nobody tends to talk about the interior, and that's a shame because there's some absolute gems. For instance, the air vents look like plastic boobs when it's too cold out. The center dash area looks like an easy bake oven. It's one of the most hideous interiors of all time, but it goes quite nicely with the exterior design as well. Now, Breaking Bad was one of my favorite shows of all time. Although I think I could have improved the show. Instead of saying, "I am the one who knocks," Walter White could have crashed his Pontiac Aztek through the front door of a building in a fiery explosion. Would have taken one Pontiac Aztek off the road, would have made the scene more intense, and yep, would have improved the show. Feel free to hire me as a writer. Well, there you have it. Do not buy any of these cars. These are some of the worst under $5,000 that have ever been created. I hope you enjoyed this review. Like always, please browse the channel and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next video.